of them. You're wasting all your time and money on models. Paint what you have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Model Club TV episode 60. Holy crap. How did we get that far? Just in case no one has watched the other breaking news episode, we have a slight change for the foreseeable future. Scott, my lovely co-host, has decided to take a break from the podcast to attend to some puppy issues and some other stuff. So just needed a break, which is fine. And I thought, what better way than to get back at him was to let his arch nemesis, Brian Clark, co-host with me. So I want to welcome everybody. Brian Clark to the show. How are you, sir?
All right, man. How you doing? Yeah, you guys might know me from such phone calls as Clayface and the Garbage Pail Kid and things like that. So,
oh my God, Garbage Pail Kid was the greatest comment on Scott in the history of the show because it's so fitting. But how are you, sir?
Good, man. Doing well. Everything's good. We got one more week of school and then Christmas break. So
for
I'm
people
sure
that don't know, what do
boat.
you do for a career? What is your actual job?
High school English teacher.
So
And
we
and
know
I
each
go back-
other's pain very well.
Yeah, I mean, we've had numerous
Yes.
discussions with multiple sufferings during the school day. By the way,
Yeah, actually,
where,
yes.
Hey, dude, I'm suffering with this. Can you believe this happened? And you're like, oh yeah, well look at this. We're trying to one up each other every time we can.
Yeah, I think going forward, some of those stories may creep out at some point. But for everybody, this is again very short notice, and I want to thank you for coming on and making time in your lovely Saturday. We're recording on Saturday, before to do this with us. And for people who want to bitch about audio and video quality right now, again, wasn't planned. We're making do with what the equipment Brian has. He's trying to learn a Mac right now. So
School computer. I mean,
right, school.
They gave us a
don't say that
laptop
on
with
there because then they could get you for something.
No, they can't. Not
for
this.
misuse of
They gave us
equipment.
a laptop to use home, so
Hey,
it's not misuse.
There you go. All right.
No. What are they gonna do? Take it from me? Then I can't use it. Oh.
Yep. So again, going forward, we'll probably work on this, get some other stuff, maybe rent out some equipment, but we'll get it. We'll get things going. Otherwise, how are you, sir?
Good, man. Seriously, everything's been really good. A little bit going on with the family, but nothing horrible. Just my daughter's she had tonsillitis in February, and she has to have the tonsils out, and and she's a music voice major in college, so it's a little stressful.
Yeah, for sure. That could take a
but
bad
it's gonna
turn.
be okay.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
When's that happening?
Tuesday.
All right. Again, everybody, fingers crossed on Tuesday.
I'll be taking the day off. And I know it's a minor surgery, but it's my girl. So
yeah, I totally understand. Are you a big day taker offer? Are you one of those teachers?
No.
Or yeah,
I've only missed one day this year so far.
I got you. I only missed half a day so far. One. Maybe it was a whole day.
I missed 10, 12 days that year that we came back after COVID because I got it and it was bad. But we talked about it. Yeah, I got it. It was really bad. Like my eyes went bloodshot. It hurt to even like blink. So I missed 10 days for that. And that's the most I think I've missed in a year ever, in any job ever. I just don't miss. So
yeah, that's how I am, which is, that's why we'll die at what, 60 from a heart attack.
Oh, that's like 10 years away, man.
I know, it sucks. Let's start with there. Like little mini interview questions. How old are you, sir?
50.
Oh, good.
50.
You're only like you're older than me, so that's great, but only by like 2 years. So we're in the same wait a minute. This might actually go better. We might know some of the same things.
Is there any doubt that it's going to go better? I mean,
come on. Yeah. Have you seen, let's see, something easy. Have you seen the movie The Thing, the remake by John Carpenter?
Come on. Are you kidding me?
Holy crap. Dude. This is amazing. Let's try another one.
That's, McReady.
What else have you seen Rushmore?
Get your head out of your ass, Dad. No, that is Rushmore, isn't it? That is Rushmore.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, we're already off to a great start.
Well, how about this? I got one for you. Zombievers.
Yes. I'm not actually no, I saw the trailer. I did not see it. I'm gonna have to watch it soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you in all honesty, the trailer probably is
It's probably all right, good. I know what it is though. I know what it was.
Yeah.
We do have a movie to talk about, and we'll ask that question in a minute. What kind of modeling do you like to do? How'd you get started? Like, where are you now? Like, what are you into?
Well, I think I started like everybody with planes or cars, My grandfather, oh my God, it's gonna be dusty, man. My grandpa made kits for us for gifts, and he made one for all of us. Oh, I can't believe this is kind of I should have cleaned this thing off. It's on the bottom shelf. But he made, look at that dust, huh?
Is that a Phantom?
Yeah, look at it. How about the dust on that?
So I think that's the Revell Phantom, right? Am I totally?
I don't know whose it is. It was just
that's funny
planes and stuff.
Because that's the last airplane model I remember building as a kid and getting frustrated and being like, planes are not my thing. Like this, I'm done. This is stupid. I don't know how this glue works. And then I ended up going straight into like miniatures more. And that was because I was always interested in models. And I remember specifically that was a plane model I had bought. That's crazy. But you still have it from your grandfather. Is he still around?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
He would have been. I mean, I'm 50, dude. My dad's 80.
Okay.
I mean, come on. No, I mean, you can see behind me. I build just about everything. I really do. Here, you're like this. Painted by one of my former students for me.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome. See, that's the bonus of a high school teacher. You get cool stuff like that. I just get swore at junior high all day long, which I'm sure you do, but they don't make me stuff.
You don't get gifts though at like Christmas and stuff?
No, nothing.
No, it's that
like rare anymore. Elementary, when I was in elementary, I got a lot of gifts. Junior high now, it's like we don't give a shit about our class.
No, I mean honestly, I don't get a ton. I do have some other things that if you have me back on,
yeah, we'll see.
Some kids have given me. Some kids have given me with like this. Wish I could find it. I know it's down here somewhere. A kid was from parents went to like Mongolia or something, and she brought me back. Is this it? Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this, man. It's souvenir. It's misspelled, and it's Morocco. That's what it is, Morocco.
Oh, cool. A misspelled.
So they misspelled souvenir, but it's all good.
And it's all good.
So yeah.
So you're plastic, like you do a lot of ships and spaceships and sci-fi and that, and you've gotten more into figures recently, correct? Like,
I would say the past. Okay, I think I've only been going to Wonderfest like 7 years, and that was kind of the catalyst. So,
okay,
but I really didn't start painting them until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So it's been a while. I mean, it hasn't been that long, I should say. I still do a little bit of everything. I think when we were talking one day, I said I'm good at everything and not great at anything. One of those things, it's like because I do so much, I never perfect anything.
Yeah.
So gold at Wonderfest is never going to happen.
It might, yeah. But it's not.
I don't care. I really don't.
Are you having fun? I think that's every
day.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it's about.
I'll come down, even after basketball practice, I'll come down and throw a little paint and glue on something for 5 minutes. And then, seriously, it's every day I do a little something.
So you mentioned basketball. You are a basketball coach as well.
Yeah, for 22 years.
Did you play basketball as a kid? Or is this one of those, I just need the money stipend things?
No, I played. I played in high school for actually the school I went to is gone. They knocked it down and they built a brand new high school. And they combined the schools of the city into one, which is really a great idea, as we know. So we've got where we went from 3 high schools. When I graduated, it went to 2, and then they built this and they went into 1.
Oh wow!
But I basically played for the city. I played for the city that I'm in.
Okay.
So,
and you're not a small guy. How tall are you?
Well, I was 6'4", but I've
Shrank.
shrunk. Yeah, last time we have to do those biometric things for our
Yeah.
insurance. I was 6'3", so I've lost an
You
inch.
lost an inch. All right. And grew out how many? Since
About 105 pounds.
Oh man, I think that's everybody's story though at this point. Yeah. Well, this is great. Again, thanks for coming on. We're gonna run through the normal kind of show. Let's see. Like, I'm not considering this an audition, but it's not. I'm gonna have you back anytime. And again, thank you for the help. Have you seen any movies lately, sir?
I haven't been watching movies, but I have been watching a lot of TV shows. So,
well, this is a welcome change. What have you seen?
Yeah. Well, I know it's weird, but I like baking shows because I can't cook, so I'll watch baking shows. Was it Nailed It on
I've
Netflix?
seen a couple of those. Some students recommended that to me.
It's not bad. And it's something I can watch in lunch at school because some of the kids hang out with me in lunch. I don't have to worry about having to turn it. The Boys. I have one episode left in season 3. And dude, that's such a good
The Boys
show.
is so good. I tell people how. So it's just not me saying it. Tell people how good The Boys is.
Really good.
I hate you already.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's addictive.
No,
and
it is.
You start watching and you want to get all the way through it. And I actually watch it when I'm on the elliptical or whatever at school. I'll put it on and watch it as I'm going because they're about an hour and I'm on there for an hour, so it's perfect. And then I just started watching this other show last week. Dude, I don't know how I missed it. And if you haven't watched it, it's really good. Van Helsing. On Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
it was on Sci-Fi.
Okay.
I didn't watch it because I was like, it is fantastic.
Okay. Van Helsing.
I really
a Brian Clark recommendation.
It's like Walking Dead with vampires is a good way to think of it. If you think of it that way, then you're.
Did you ever see Stakeland?
No.
It's kind of like that. It's like a vampire. It's a movie, but it's like end of the world movie, but vampires, and it follows a vampire hunter guy, and then like they move to everyone's slowly going to like Canada because it's colder. I don't know why. I forget why they were going there, but it's actually a pretty good movie too. Same sort of premise. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you'll like it, and there's only like I want to say 10 or 13 episodes a season, so it's not like a long watch. So
okay, all right,
it's good.
Is it canceled by Netflix yet? Like they always do.
Well, it was a Sci-Fi channel that was canceled, and they picked it up. So they're just showing but it's good, man. Really, I really like it.
Anything else? What's your guilty pleasure on TV besides baking shows?
Well, I mean, like all of us in the nerd world, right? I love the X-Files, of course, but the show that and speaking of the X-Files, will come up again later.
Okay.
A show that I really, really like, and it's not really a guilty pleasure as much as I think it was just an underappreciated show, was Homicide: Life on the Streets with Andre Braugher. It was on in the 90s for about 7 years. It's one of the best cop shows ever. Seriously.
Really?
Love it. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to, it doesn't stream anywhere.
Okay.
They don't show it. So
it's weird how some of those shows have fallen through the cracks and you can't stream them.
And
like Millennium. I want to watch Millennium. I have the DVDs, but I'd like to see see it streaming somewhere.
And I have Homicide on DVD. So the entire series. It was really cool. It came in like a little file cabinet and all that. So, when they were doing that kind of fun shit.
Yeah.
So, but Millennium was awesome too. Yeah. How about this? A guilty pleasure movie for you? Doesn't no genre. Like it has to be non stuff.
Well, yeah. It just kind of came on last night, and I'm like, no, I can't watch it. It's Bad Santa. Bad Santa is my guilty pleasure. Like I love that movie. Till like every Christmas Eve, I try and watch that. Just fucking love that movie.
You want to hear mine? And my wife just makes fun of me for it all the time. Is What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes. I love that movie, dude.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
I don't know why. I've watched it 20. She bought me the DVD of it for Christmas one year.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I'm a question.
I watched last night A Wounded Fawn, which is a Shudder exclusive, and it is I don't know. I don't know if I can recommend it. It was like when I was looking at like the top 10 horror movies of the year, this was like on a bunch of lists, and it just came out on Shudder, and it's kind of like a revenge movie, like a I Spit on Your Grave kind of thing, but with a supernatural twist, psycho. Like there's a lot of cool imagery and visuals and stuff but the acting's kind of but check it out if you're in for something really weird, because it's really weird. But I don't know if I liked it yet. I just finished it and I'm still thinking about it. It's okay. I don't think it's one of the best. It's a lot of jump scary stuff, which to me is cheap feeling sometimes. Unless it's done really well. And a couple of the jump scares are done really well. Some of them are just like, oh, come on. But
do those still get you? You still get caught up by jump scares?
Once in a while. There was one in this one that it did. That I was like, oh crap. All right, you got me.
You're soft. I'm taking away your man.
All right, watch it. There was one that I was like, oh shit. And even in Barbarian that I watched last time, there was one part in there that I thought was shot really well, where it kind of was like, I don't like that because of the way it just kind of happens. And this is more visual psychedelic. It's kind of like a Mandy, but mixed with I Spit on Your Grave, mixed with it's weird. It's a weird movie. Not for everybody.
I can't find Mandy anywhere. I've been wanting to watch that.
Really? Oh man, gotta see it.
I mean, I did watch Pig when you recommended. That was a good movie.
Which one?
Cow. Pig.
Oh yeah, Pig's great. Again, for people who have not seen Pig, it's John Wick where he kills with kindness and words. It's
yeah. The ending, I'm like, I was all revved up. The heartbeats. I'm like, yeah, here it comes, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, I know. So everybody check out Pig. Oh man. All right. Let's get into some giveaways. And this is going to be a little this is for this being your first time, this is where it always goes wonky behind the scenes. We have to pause and do stuff and switch things. So let's give some stuff away. And the giveaways this episode, we had from Typhon, we had the Creature from the Black Lagoon bust and the Klaus Kinski Nosferatu bust as well. So
I was just thinking, dude, I put in for those. You make sure you take.
I was just gonna say you are in these to win.
Yeah,
all of them, I think. Right? Mm-hmm, Evil Dead 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you feel like? I'm the one pushing the button. You have no control. I'd hate to take it away from you for doing a good thing.
No, I don't want there to be any question of fidelity.
All right,
that's one of those educational code words.
All right, I'm gonna leave you on the wheel. But if you win, we'll pick somebody else. And then I'll get you something else. As a parting gift. Scott's gonna be what? Scott, like on Suicide Watch about now after he sees you on here, what do you think? He's like, that son of a bitch. How'd he do this to me? He's already got this. All right.
We wanted because you wanted to have fun this week. That's why you got it.
I did want to have fun. All right,
okay.
So
okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Web window.
Okay.
No okays this episode. All right, we have the Klaus Kinski Nosferatu bust. Here we go. We're going to spin this one, and I'm going to hit shuffle, and I'm spinning. Oh, wait. Quick announcement. There's been a lot going on today and in the last week. If I missed a name, I apologize. But just let me know. I'm not going to be able to send something out this time to people whose names I missed. But if I did miss your name, it is not on purpose. Please bear with me. Let me know, and I'll put your name in double weird. Next time.
Because before we started, you said, "Hey, I don't like this guy. I'm going to put this name out."
You shut up. All right, here we go.
This guy's
spinning for the Nosferatu, and you can't see any of this, so this is always the fun part. The Klaus Kinski Nosferatu went to Scott Mills. Went to Scotty Mills in Canada. Good luck, Scott. Scott's shipping these, so he gets to spend more money going to Canada. That's all.
Oh, look at that double hit. You got me and a Canadian postage.
Yep. So Scotty Mills is getting the Nosferatu. Writing that down. All right. Wheel 2. Next wheel is up, and from Robert Schrock, we have the Evil Dead 4K DVDs, and there are also Blu-rays in there. So if you do not have it, I apologize for missing that out, but I kind of did it on purpose because I'd much rather have these go to somebody with a 4K player who can truly appreciate them. So thank you all for entering, and I hope everyone's telling the truth. Were you lying? You don't have a 4K player, do you?
Yeah, I do. I've got a PlayStation 5.
Then
You don't appreciate it on Blu-ray. I get that. Yeah, because you can't appreciate it on. Come on, dude.
No, I'm saying appreciate the new format of 4K. I'm not saying Blu-ray's bad.
Yeah, but it's coming. I mean, even if you don't have the 4K, you're gonna get it eventually. You have to.
No, there's still people that watch this show that are still using Windows 95. Trevor.
This show? Oh, really? What's the school computer?
Trevor. Email. Leave us an email about what operating system you're on right now. Not to call you out, but I think the last time Trevor had told me he's still using Windows 95.
Is he on AOL too?
He might be. Well, Scott has an AOL email address.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, all right, here we go. Spinning for the Groovy DVDs Evil Dead set from Robert Schrock. Again, if I missed a name, I'm sorry. And the winner is Out of This World Models and Minis has won. So congratulations, Out of This World. All right, on to giveaway 2.2. 3. It's 3. I'm dumb. All right, the most popular giveaway this episode, I think, not most popular. I think it had 2 more than the Nosferatu. More people wanted the creature bust. So here we go. Spinning for the creature bust. I need to take out the creature name. And there we go. It is spinning. And the person going to win the creature bust is... Oh, very close one. Rod Hickey. Sorry that the thing's all messed up, but it's Rod Hickey, everybody. So thank you, everyone who entered. We appreciate everyone entering. We appreciate everyone who donated. Typhon, thank you so very much for sending those kits our way. Again, support them over on Facebook. Links will be below. Robert Schrock, thank you for the DVD giveaway as well. And Rod Hickey, write that down. Creature. So Rod Hickey, thank you.
And he's probably going to push that. Every time he puts pictures, when you have pictures, those things are awesome. And he always, I don't know if he's just going into his vault or something, but it always seems like he has 45 pictures in there, you know?
I think there's a couple guys that I think go into their vault of pictures, and which is great. Send them. And we got a bunch more this time. The gallery this episode has some really cool stuff in it.
My mediocre crap I sent you too. There's
it's in there.
I think.
It'll be in there. All right.
Yeah.
Next time's giveaway. This is a hard one for me because again, sometimes things come across my plate and I want to keep them. And there's a model kit in this group that I want to keep, but I'll be honest, I won't. But the first thing, this is kind of a weird. Where did I put it? All right, so our first giveaway this episode. Been holding on to this for a little bit, and it's from Paul Gill, who picked this up at Chiller. And our first giveaway this episode for our Christmas show is this autographed picture of Lance Kerwin, who played Mark, I think, in Salem's Lot.
Well, he wrote Mark below it, so there you go.
I know. Unless I am misreading cursive because I'm dumb. But looks like Mark to me.
Yeah.
How should we give this away? What do you think? This is kind of special. I don't think it should just like.
Yeah, I would honestly just mail it to me and I'll let you know.
I'll let you handle the shipping on this one. Oh, it got lost. Oh, which reminds me, someone that I shipped something to, it looks like their package was stolen off their doorstep. So I'm having to reprint something for somebody. Everybody, be careful with your packages this time of year.
Yeah.
Please.
I had a package this morning sitting on my patio.
Was it you?
It's one for later.
Oh.
It was for me.
Oh, nice. What was it?
Yeah. It was the thing you said.
Oh, it's mine? You didn't open it yet?
I did, but I said we'll show it.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so how should we give this away? What do you think? How do you prove you're a fan of Salem's Lot. We know Mark Warthling has his Salem's Lot tattoo, so that's kind of like right there.
And the problem is, like, you can search anything anymore. You know what I mean?
I know. It's hard to do trivia.
Yeah. Especially like this, because you can just, someone could jump on, search. And,
Right.
oh, yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Right.
I mean, you can't really do that. I mean, hopefully only people who would ask for it would be big fans. Maybe put in Hutch. How about that?
Okay. Hutch.
You got that. You understand, right?
Yep.
No, you don't.
Yep. Let's put it in. Let's do that.
Do you understand, Hutch?
Yeah.
No, that's not exciting. Okay. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Starsky and Hutch, dude. He played. David Soul was on Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, wait.
I'm a little.
Okay. See, you know a lot more than me.
I'm a smart guy.
Yeah, you're a smart guy, right? So, no, put in Hutch. That's fine. So people can kind of think that works. All right. To win the giveaway of the signed and autographed is the same thing. The autograph picture of Salem's Lot, put Hutch in the comments below. And again, if you're not a fan, please don't let somebody get it that wants it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so there's that. So for the model giveaway this episode is from Russell Clark. And any relation? Are you related to Russell Clark? No? Okay.
No.
So Russell contacted me a while ago now, and he finally got stuff over to me. He's getting up there in years, and he wanted to thin out his collection a little bit. And he sent us, and I mentioned it before, his collection of unbuilt Horizon dinosaur models. And they're amazing. Simple fact that those dinosaur models are really, really, really cool. Except they're not really scientifically accurate anymore, but as a dinosaur model, they are fantastic. Like, they're great. They're great. So we have, and I'll go through all of them, but I just want to show, they're all vinyl. So they're all coming in their bags, unbuilt. There's the head. Let me pull that.
Is that Tyrannosaurus
This
Rex?
is the T-Rex. Yep. And then,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the detail on these is great. I love old school kind of dinosaur designs anyway. But we have the T-Rex. We have a Stegosaurus, and I'll show all the boxes. And they come with all the Horizon goodies, those little like booklets and stuff too. So he folded up the boxes. So it's going to come with the actual box. We have the Apatosaurus. We have Elasmosaurus to give away. Stegosaurus. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And here's where it comes in. A second Apatosaurus. So we have a bunch here. And I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. One lucky winner will get the whole set.
Oh, wow.
And then the second person, runner-up, will get the one extra Apatosaurus. Does that sound fair? Sounds pretty cool, right? It also makes less work on me. So I have to do it.
And it's Christmas, so it's like a special.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a Santa's sack of dinosaur models. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you want to be interested, if you want to be entered into the giveaway for the dinosaur kits, just type in your favorite dinosaur in the comments below, and you'll get entered. Were you a dinosaur kid? Or were you a car kid?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stegosaurus. I love Stegosauruses.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how it's always like you had the car kids who were interested in like that sort of thing, and you had the dinosaur kids that were like, I was a dinosaur kid for sure.
Yeah. I bet you most model like builders and the figure stuff, I bet you were dinosaur
I'll
kids.
bet you. Yeah. I'll bet you're right. So that's our giveaway. Thank you, Russell Clark. We'll give those we'll give those away next episode. And when are you going to start making fun of me for mumbling? When's that coming?
Dude, I'm an English teacher. I don't make fun of people for the way they talk.
Thanks. That's so refreshing. That's so refreshing.
I'd be at school about 12 hours longer than I want to be daily.
Oh, man. So that's next time. All right. News and reviews. You ready for this?
Yeah, man.
All right. I want to first, right off the bat, thank you for actually sending stuff in a few days in advance, because that's never happened before.
Well, you know what? I'm just much better than Scott on many levels.
Oh man.
I
So
have a personality. I'm tall. I'm good looking. I got the. This is the special beard edition.
I was gonna
Isn't
say
that?
someone's gonna have to lose one maybe if we keep doing
No,
this. Yeah, it's
not
gonna
me.
be when I first met you, did you have it wasn't you didn't really have
It
a
wasn't
beard
like
then?
this. No,
Yeah.
because I'm growing my hair out to
Oh, that's
donate. We
right.
talked about that, and I let
Wait,
the
you have
beard
enough hair
go.
up there to donate?
You know what? I haven't made fun of you all this time, bro. And I just said I'm not gonna make fun of the mumbling, and here you go.
Yeah.
But it's 7 months. Wait, I cut it right before Wonderfest. So what are we at? Like 5 months?
Yeah.
So five, because it was shaved like yours. So 5 months. Just another year and a half. And
We
I'll be
have, I
good.
think,
So
probably the same hairline. If I were to grow my hair out.
don't put that on me. Don't
No,
try to make
actually mine's
yourself feel
further
better.
back. Mine's more
You're trying to make
Costanza.
yourself feel better. Yeah. Like my brother does the same thing. Oh, my hair's just like no, it's not. What were
I
we
wish I
talking
had
about?
that where I still had hair on. Whatever. All right,
You
coming to
know
us
what, though?
first. Oh, go ahead.
It is annoying because like it sits there. It's weird. It is. It's like this. Yeah.
You look like the kid from this model kit that's coming up here in a little bit. What's his name? Alvin? What was the elf in the Rudolph train?
Oh,
Let's
I
go
wanna
out of
be a
order. Let's
dad.
do that first. Since we're
Yeah,
on
there you go.
topic. Go way out of order. So you brought this to me. You want to talk about it? The Rudolph train and the other stuff coming
Dude,
from New York, NYC.
NYC, Hobby Mike. Yeah, I get his emails, and he sent me pictures of. There's two of them actually. There's the which one are you pulling up first here?
First one is going to be the train with Rudolph sitting on it.
Okay, yeah. So the train there, he's got two of them. He's got a train and like another car that goes after it. And I've bought his stuff before, and he does a great job. His stuff is really cool. It takes a little work because it's 3D printed, but just the likeness there. Look at that, Rudolph. That's awesome. Hermie.
Yeah.
That's
Hermie.
Hermie.
That's a Hermie. Why was I thinking
Yeah.
Alvin?
No.
Oh wait, is
you're
Alvin the
right.
New Year baby? That's Baby New Year. What's Alvin? Whatever.
The Chipmunks?
It's the Chipmunks, but there was like, I don't know. I'll figure it out like 2 days from now and go, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just put it in the quote, the below. Put them below.
Yeah. I will.
I don't know. But no, I just thought they were really cool. You were like, hey, if you see of anything that's
Yep.
cool and new, and actually, most of the ones that I gave you are from NY3D Creations because I didn't see too much new like outside
Yeah,
of.
It was a weird week. I didn't see much either.
Yeah, but I just love that cartoon, man. I think that is it a cartoon? Would you call it a cartoon?
Yeah, stop motion. It's still kind of
Stop motion.
cartoony. I mean, it was when we were kids. This was on all the time. Like that was you waited for it.
Yeah, and if you missed it, it was
really
the worst year. It was the worst year because you had to wait a whole another year for it to come out.
Yeah. And now you can watch it anytime you want. So
I have them on. I have the DVD collection.
Cool. And the second car has Yukon Cornelius on it. And is there more coming to this train set? I wonder.
I don't know. He sent me and anyone who gets his emails, his new releases, and those were two of them that were on there, and I just thought they were cool, especially this time of year. I know he has a Grinch out there from before too. That's a cool one with the fireplace. So check it out, man.
Coming up next from NY3D Creations is this Rolo bust from the TV show Vikings. Are you a Vikings fan? Did you watch it?
I did. My wife did. And I didn't understand it because I was like, look at me, you got me right here, baby. But she preferred them for some reason.
They have muscles. That's I think.
Hey, I work out, and I keep my muscles protected under a nice thin layer of fat.
You probably work out more than I never work out, so I'm just gonna
5 days a week, 6 days a week I work out, but it's because of the sugar. I got the sugar.
Oh, so you got the sugar issues. But no, this is a nice little button. I really like the bass on that too. Takes the logo from the TV show, which is amazing. Which is like great little touch added on there. He also has this. Pull that up. Is the Jack from The Shining, which is dude, that's one of the best Jacks I've seen Why has that
I
kit
know.
not been done before? Like, has it? I don't
Well,
think I've
I
seen
know that Paul Gill has, I believe, it's
a
a
bust, right?
bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not a full figure.
Not a full figure. Like that whole, like you could do some really cool stuff, like putting like the bushes in the background and a snow
Oh
base.
yeah.
And that's a
I
great
know
little piece.
I have Jamie Si's little one, the
Yeah.
comic-y version one, which is awesome too. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, man, the face is perfect.
You know
It's
what would be
perfect.
really cool is if somebody took this and had them print like that big, like tiny, and then made the whole model of the labyrinth, bush labyrinth, the shrub labyrinth outside and just had him kind of wandering through that. That would
That
be
would be cool.
kind of cool if someone could take
I
the
would.
time to do that.
One of the cool, the one thing that Mike does over there at NY is he has different sizes you can buy too.
Cool.
So you can get like 6 1/4 or half. I can't remember, but he has different scales you can buy, and they're still not overly expensive. So.
Yeah. Mike, do a 1 inch, no, maybe like a 1/2 inch size one so someone could do the whole yeah. Oh my God.
Send it to me. I'll make sure Jay
Yeah.
gets it.
And then it has this, the girl with the Santa outfit on, which is, I just saw, I think somebody finished that online. I think it's somebody who watches the show too. And I don't want to say the wrong name right now because I'll be wrong, like I always am. But great stuff.
Well,
Check out.
I
Go ahead.
put that one because I know you do the female figure stuff
Yeah.
a little bit.
I like it a lot.
I'm good at
Kind of like
female
a mix
figure.
between anime and not anime. I like that sometimes. But yeah, great stuff. NY 3D Creations. We'll have the links down below for that. We have this from Monstrous Masterpieces. Adam Chet, which I still think I'm saying his name wrong, and I forgot how he told me to say it. A Gandalf wall hanger coming out, and I thought this was interesting because you always call me Gandalf. So
Well, of course. Well,
Yeah.
it's not. It has nothing to do with the beard. It's just that I think it's your personality.
I know, old
It's
and
very
grumpy.
magical.
Yeah. Oh,
No, it's
magical.
magical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, that's cool. Even though it's the movies are about 25 hours too long, but
No.
I don't
Oh,
like them.
all right.
Don't
I need
like
to write this down as a negative tick.
That's fine. Right.
All right.
I know you like Clerks, right? You saw Clerks
I
too.
do.
I'm sure.
I did not
At
see
the
Clerks
very
2.
end. Oh, dude, you gotta watch. Well, at least do a YouTube search for the ending of Clerks 2, where they're talking about Lord of the Rings. You'll like it.
See this?
Well, I like it. I find it funny.
Oh, it's bad, isn't it? It'll hurt my feelings.
It's Randall, so.
I was just watching Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back the other day,
It's funny.
and I totally forgot. Like, it was the scene where they're stealing the animals. They're breaking in,
Mhm.
and he shoots the the grappling hook up, and it looks like someone just threw them through the window. Like it's the funniest. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
Well, and Clerks 3 is not what you think. You got to watch it.
All right, I will.
Seriously.
I will.
Yeah.
So we have this Gandalf wall hanger. Awesome stuff. Monstrous Masterpieces. Again, they have a bunch of really good stuff that are wall hangers. Again, if you're trying to save that shelf space, wall hangers are the way to go. And we showed the creature before, the other Universal stuff he has, the bride. And who knows, maybe this is the first in a line of more Lord of the Rings stuff. So that's pretty cool.
I hope not.
And the great thing is, shut up. He sent this to me. I didn't have to go looking for it. So again, producers, people who are doing stuff, send us pictures so we can put them on the show instead of having to rely on our stupid selves to go out and find things in the middle of our lives. Then from Pestilence Labs, the Witch Head is back. You want to talk about that for a second? Yeah. Someone saved it.
I just found it online, and they said that they're restocked and they're ready to ship. And so I cut and paste and said, "Hey Jay, talk about this on the show."
So
and
I think it was
right back.
I think it was Rod Hickey.
Yeah, I think it's for the Aurora.
Yeah, it's the replacement head for the Aurora kit, and he had ran out and didn't have a master of it, so he had put a search out to try and get someone to help him to send one back. And Rod Hickey, I think, was the savior of the day here, and sent one back so they could mold that piece. But Pestilence Labs, if you're interested. Ooh, I should hit buttons. Do I want to hit buttons today?
I don't know. You're pushing my buttons.
Gotta push buttons. There we go. Pestilence Labs. Find Mark Warthling on Facebook and his lovely wife Shanna as well. There we go. Push the button away. Go away. It's a new system, so it's kind of messed up. All right. Next up, alternative images. Frankenstein from sculpted by Tony McVeigh. I have this. It's my personal favorite Frankenstein's monster kit. Just because it's so different than all the others, I think. You get a happy expression that you rarely do not find on a lot of the other ones. But tell everybody what's going on with this.
I know from what I saw, and I ordered it. It's a vinyl kit.
It is a vinyl kit. Yep.
They are going. I had never seen it before. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this stuff. But the vinyl reissue, and he's only going to do so many because of the cost of vinyl has gone way up. I guess it's on Facebook, and he was promoting it. I want to say I can't remember now, 120, maybe more.
Okay.
But same reason that you said, as I love Frankenstein, one of my favorite of the Universal monsters. And so that scene is so awesome with the girl and the flower, and you see that he just wants to, be loved, and of course he kills her, but he doesn't know what he's doing, But just as an English teacher, dude. Plus, I love Frankenstein's one of my favorite books, but this is it's a great scene, and it's a scene that was deleted when it came out. Did you know that?
Yeah. Too tough. It's a pretty rough scene. Just pick a girl up and chuck her in the lake.
Chuck her in the water. Yeah.
Swim, bitch. It's tough. But you're gonna love this kit when you get it. It's quartered, so it's huge. It's a nice and it's one of those centerpiece kits in my collection. I really, really like it. And it's an easy paint job, and it goes to it's basically, if I remember right, it's not many pieces. It just kind of plugs together, and it's really nice.
And just because I've never built a vinyl kit before, don't you have to prep vinyl differently?
Not well, yeah. The primer is a problem. You don't. So it's a vinyl kit, right? So
right, yeah. So how do you prep vinyl kits? I've heard like horror stories.
So
and I've never built one before.
I just went through a 10-minute tirade of the wrong information, and we Googled it and found the right information. So there's a weird edit there, and that's what's happening. It is enamel primer that you cannot use on a vinyl kit. Lacquer-based will apparently dry, which is, I think, what I've used in the past is it's called plastic primer, and it's just like a clear coat almost. And I got it at Home Depot, and it comes in with a can with a clear top, and it specifically says plastic primer, like if you wanted to paint a plastic lawn chair or something. That's what I've used in the past. So it's enamel stuff will not dry. Anything enamel based will not dry on vinyl, and it will constantly be tacky. So everybody be careful. Thanks for playing along with the Googling. If anyone else has a different way of prepping vinyl, soap and water, of course, because there is a lot of other mold release you have to use on that. But if anyone has tips on prepping vinyl kits, leave it in the comments below. That'd be fantastic. So get that from Alternative Images. I've been wanting to have Scott Kelly on for a while, and I think I'm going to reach out to him because I think Scott Kelly provides a very important niche in models, because he kind of grabs up what other people have discontinued, and it's one of those great places you can go to if you miss something. He might have it and is producing it. So check him out. He
also does awesome King Kong kits.
Yes, he does. He has a lot too. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to even back up what you said there, because when I was at Wonderfest and I showed you, I had bought a couple of the Kong kits from him. You said exactly what you said right there. You told me that he does awesome stuff by keeping things alive that would fall by the wayside. So
yeah, that's what I got. My Vampire Lestat, the Drowned Lestat, which is the cover of one of the Interview with the Vampire comics, and I had missed out on it. He picked it up, and that's where I got. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. It's one of my favorite kit, not one of my favorite kits in my collection. So I'm glad he does do that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get the green slime from him, from the movie The Green Slime.
Yeah.
And he just keeps saying, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. And I keep DMing him once every 2 months. He's probably sick of me. He's probably just smashed the mold on it because
Hate him. From Jaeger Army. Is this Jaeger Army piece or is this?
Yeah, it's a Jaeger Army, I believe.
Yeah. Sculpted by Jeff Jaeger and cast by Paul Gill. It is. Go ahead. Tell everybody. We've talked about it before a little bit, but we're re-hitting it again.
Oh, did you? I didn't. I
think we did, but I just want to bring it back just because it's a cool piece.
It really is. It's like a rare, I guess there's like a half second or a second in the movie when Palmer is transforming that there's a skull that goes up his neck.
Yeah.
And people were calling him out, I shouldn't say call. People were asking Paul and Jeff about it, and they actually posted the screen capture of it. It's really, I mean, it's a blink and you'll miss it. So people at first were like, what is this about? But it's so cool, man. I just think that even if it's not part of the thing, and even if it wasn't one of those things that happen in the movie, it's just super original and neat looking, the double skull, and it's so I've gotten all of them so far. I know Norris is coming and I have this one coming, but I have the first two. As you asked earlier, I love this movie, and groundbreaking, man.
It is. And if people have not seen The Thing, please watch The Thing. It'll change your life.
Don't watch the remake.
No.
That they did, or a prequel.
It's a prequel, kind of.
But it's basically the same.
It's the same movie.
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh well, what do I know?
Oh well. Since Scott's not here, we have to do our own digging for Well winner kits, and so I'm going to make sure I still get Well involved in the show and because again, he designed our amazing T-shirt and a great supporter since the beginning. So he's got a bunch of new stuff coming out, and the first one I found since the last episode was Barney Rubble. So if you are a big Flintstones fan, a companion piece to the Fred that came out recently, both wearing their, not Grand Poobah, that's Happy Days, right?
It was
the Buffalo. No. Here we go. Scott's probably going to be punching his computer. You idiots.
So what? Hey, maybe he should be on that.
Yeah,
huh?
I think so. His Grand Buffalo something or other. Yeah, but it looks just like the cartoon. Well done, an amazing job.
It's awesome. Yeah,
and,
a 3D printer, I'd maybe buy this.
Here's one of those things where we're going to be like, I don't know what this is. The Wheelie and Chopper Bunch, which is kind of like Cars, it looks like. Scott, again, would know more about this probably than I do. It's probably a show where motorcycles and cars were talking to each other. But
what? I remember watching this.
Okay.
Because the guy with the blue hat, I don't remember character names or any of that stuff, but the guy with the blue hat, he was my favorite when I would watch this. So
was he snarky and kind of jerky? Is that why? Is that?
I don't remember. I don't even know if they talked. To be honest,
they had
with
to
you.
talk. They had to talk.
I think some of them just made like car sounds, like
okay,
that kind of thing. But I might be wrong on that because it's been a long time. But yeah, I remember watching this a little bit. But
another one of his giant dioramas where he provides a pretty awesome base to hold all those pieces. Yeah. And they're engineered very well. Like, it looks like they're printable, which is tough these days.
Pop this stuff out, man. How does he do that?
Nails it. And then Batfink, which again, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
We'll have to look it up, but Batfink is available as well. So head over to Patreon or CG Trader and support Well Winner. He's a great guy.
Hey, could you imagine trying to get that cartoon made nowadays?
I know. Yeah, that would not go over well. No way. No way. Would that go over well? And we're not going to we're not going to say the reason why so that we don't get in trouble. So, but yeah, just looking at that, not going to get made today. Might as well have a Song of the South episode.
I don't think it's quite that bad, but okay. Well,
I saw that in the theaters as a kid.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
You probably have the DVD.
My hood on.
It was crazy. I think that thing won like Oscar awards too.
Yeah, because people didn't care back then. It's got good songs. Well, Zippity Doodah is a great song. Like,
some people cared. You didn't care. Some people cared. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Well, I was too little to care. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Even back then, I'm sure
there was one. There's a guy that went, "Mother." Dan Cherney sent in this Patreon. I want to give a heads up to is, and I'm going to say this wrong too. Walade Studio. And if like tons of cool females, in all sorts of different kinds, sci-fi, historical, fantasy, just some really cool stuff in here. So Walades Miniatures Mini Studio. So I'll provide the link to their Patreon as well. And if they have a shop somewhere, if you're interested in printing some of these for yourself or buying some of these, but yeah, it was kind of a slow, just weird week in models coming out.
I'm looking at these right now, and that's I like that the arabesque one, the girl dancing. That's really cool. I like that one. You could like make her. She's almost biomechanical. That's cool.
Yep, I really like this last one, the Towards the Sun. This angel.
I'm pulling that one. Is that where she's got the axe in her hand?
No, keep going. It's past that. It's she's got 2 angel wings and she's got her hands kind of out.
Oh, it's coming in out of order for me, but because that's like another thing. Let me see. And she's like, oh, okay, I see the small. She's like looking away.
Yeah.
Like up at this guy. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool too.
That's nice. Nice normal piece.
Yeah, those are neat, man. I dig those. I don't do a lot of like female figures because, like I said before, I'm not great at it, but I like those. I like that one. That arabesque is cool.
Cool. Workbench. Are you ready? You ready for this?
Man, let's do it.
Here we go. What have you been working on?
All right, so just so that you feel at home. Ready? Nothing.
All right, that seems about right. Okay.
No,
seems
actually,
about right.
I right now I'm working.
Wait, you actually have been working on stuff?
Dude, I always have like 3 or 4 hits.
Oh, okay. We're gonna actually get to talk about something. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm doing a what's this? It's a Christmas present for my daughter.
It's present season.
Yeah.
When it comes to buying or making stuff.
It's from Kodabukaya, I think is how you say it. It's the Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot smaller than I thought. Got it all back here. I don't know. Let me see. Here we go. I'm getting there. It's small, but it's cool.
That is really
very
cool.
anime style.
Is it vinyl or plastic?
It's plastic. It's
okay.
Spruce, and it's like the, you know how Bandai has it like sprue. Well, no, they don't do the Bandai thing with the different colors. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a cool kit, man. It's going together really well. And
how expensive was it? Like affordable, not ridiculous. Was it like? Because sometimes some of that.
It wasn't like.
Oh wait, hold on. You cut out there. You're gonna have to say that again. Yeah. Hold on, you're totally cutting out.
But it's
wait, time out. I lost you.
Oh, I said it was like
your video. Your video's slowing down. What happened?
I was just not moving.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you jerk.
I was just like this.
Oh, that's what Scott usually does. Okay, you guys are the same people. Thanks a lot.
Oh, he does do that. Edit that out. My fault.
Was it expensive?
It
for a little kid?
Somewhere between $50 or $60.
Okay,
there.
Cool.
You know, it's coming from Japan, so
yeah.
I bought a couple kits from Todd Carolyn. I don't know exactly how to say his name. But he was the guy who also gave me those magnets that you like, or the little reliefs that I made, the black and white. So he throws those in free. But I got Mama Bates. I just primed that up. That's coming.
She's so pretty.
And dude, it's so cool. It's. I don't know if you can see the sweater. Look at the definition.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So that's gonna be awesome. I'm sure I'll screw that up. And then, as I said, X-Files is coming back. Fluke Man.
Fluke Man. What's that?
It's from the X-Files.
Yeah, no, but which piece is that?
Same guy, Todd Carroll.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm working on right now.
You actually have stuff to show. I do too, but I gotta go grab it. Hang on. I can never hear. So usually when I walk away, I can't hear. So if you talk shit about me, that's the time to do it.
No. I was just saying that I also have some other kits that I've gotten that I was going to show, and I
Yeah.
forgot that.
Grab them
Okay.
if you want.
I got them. They're right here. So
Go ahead.
All right. So this going into the sprue stuff. Look at that bad boy. This thing's huge.
Oh, wow.
Massive.
How big
Did
is
you
it
watch
going to end up
Mandalorian?
being? This
I
for people
just
on
got-
audio. Razor Crest from Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's that's the base. So
Oh.
that's
Yeah, that's a good size.
a foot, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks bigger in the screen, but I just got that. I know you're into the 3D printing. So this is the cover of Fine Scale, right? They're doing some 3D printing. Look at that.
Really? Okay.
So they're getting
They're
into this
adopting
stuff.
the future. They better.
And then they also, I don't know if you knew that, because you don't get this, do you?
No, I don't.
Fine Scale. They
I
have
get Hobby
been
Japan.
doing. Okay. They've been doing figure painting. They've got a guy, and every month a guy or a woman they flip flop. Well, every other month now because it's bi-monthly. And
Oh, I just got someone else that messaged me yesterday that told me I was right. So
I did. I said yeah, you're right, but it's nobody
both.
uses it that way.
I know.
Yeah. And then finally, this thing, some a-hole. This was sitting on my porch this morning. Look at that. Beautiful.
You like it?
A-hole made this. Dude, it's awesome. It is so cool. And I love the green paint or the green
Yeah,
there.
you almost could just leave it and not paint it. Like,
that's what I was saying. Like when I looked at it, I was like, I don't even know if I want, because why would I want to screw this up?
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
But no, but when Jamie painted his, it turned out awesome. So yeah, I would paint it. We could always do another one and just leave it.
Did he? How do you can't even, I mean, these are very fine lines. You have to sand this down a little, you think?
Yeah, I think he did probably sand it a little. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll brush on UV resin and then hit it with a UV light and then sand it. So you kind of get rid of that. But there's a lot of that you can't avoid, especially on the hairpiece, the cap. Like I printed 4 of those different ways to try and get it to all come out. Because the way Jamie did it, he sunk it into the build plate so that you didn't get that. It's just straight flat across the top. But I was like, which means we took off about a 1/4 inch or a little less. But I was like, no, I turned it a different way and printed it. Yep.
But yeah. But no, dude, this is awesome. And
I think just regular super glue should hold the handle on. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna. I haven't tried it. Where's that go? I don't know.
But no, I'm glad
There's
I made
my
it
model.
in one piece.
You can't even put the freaking giant head on one piece.
Is that all you got?
That's what I got, man.
That's what you got. I'm so happy we actually had a workbench where we talk about something. I am painting a Christmas present as well. More of just a regular present, but this is the body. I primed it. And this is the body to Dot from Animaniacs. So I'm working on this. I blew it up pretty big and it printed very easily, but it's a really simple paint job. So I'm going to try and knock it out this week and maybe even work on it tonight a little bit. But that's where I'm at on painting stuff. Still working on my Blood Bowl dugouts. Got these turned gold, which are joint pieces. But my big print job this week is I'm printing a Godzilla bust that I did not expect to be as big as it's ending up being. And I had a head fail. This is a $9 part and it failed. And this is just the head for it. And so
what year is that? What year of Godzilla is that?
So
I'm not a huge guy.
This is the Godzilla Singular Point Godzilla from the anime that I was talking about that I got the record for.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. And there's a couple, Godzilla goes through a couple different stages in that. And I don't think this is the final stage because the teeth are slightly different, or this is more of a design choice. But there's a weird area on this, and I don't think you can see how like this row of spines, it's lifted up and attached. It's not attached right there, like underneath. And at first I thought it was my fault, but the sculptor made it that way. And I'm like, well, that makes no sense unless it's supposed to be like an eyebrow that moves. Like I don't
hair.
I don't get it. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at the anime to see if that's how it really is, because there shouldn't be a space there, but it's there. But this thing ends up, it's next episode I'm gonna share it. But that's what I'm working on, print wise, paint wise, dot, and some other little things. But we actually had stuff to talk about. That's like it's weird,
Dude.
And I think
how awesome is
I know it's
Animaniacs?
Mark Warthling, I think, felt guilty that I might have to do this alone. But since I didn't tell anybody you were coming on, he sent a video. Scott and I were talking about this adhesive that he uses a while back. And of course, we're idiots and couldn't remember the name. So we were like, oh, whatever. And so he just sent me a video this morning of him using this adhesive and how he uses it on a kit. I'm going to edit it in right about here. There is a little, initially, if I can't get it fixed, again, there's a lot of moving parts today. If I can't get it fixed, it's going to be a little, the quality is a little low because it went through Facebook and they compress all their video. If we can get him to get me the original, which I think he just sent me, it will be a lot better quality. But it's his 2-part adhesive that he uses, and there you go.
Hey everybody, I hope you're all staying inside and staying safe. While we're all inside, I've been posting some pictures of various things and talking about some materials I use, and people were asking questions, so I thought I would do a little demo of some very good adhesive that I prefer to use for resin kits. As you can see, I'm working on the Jeff Yeager Burn Baby creature. It's very close to being done. I'm getting ready to mix up some of this adhesive to just secure the rope ladder even better than it is right now. So just a quick overview. A lot of people use super glue with resin kits. I don't like to. It's just too brittle. It breaks, and heavy parts don't hold together really well. 5-minute epoxy, of course. Everybody's pretty used to this stuff. But I always found it difficult sometimes to keep it where you want it so that it doesn't run all over your piece of artwork while you're waiting for the glue to set up, and can sometimes cause issues because of that. So it's very it's runny. If you don't have a place where it's being contained, sometimes it can be difficult. So I prefer this product right here. In a lot of cases, it's called Magic Smoot, and it's made by the same people that make a product you were probably very familiar with, which is Magic Sculpt. It's a Wesco Enterprises product. I purchased mine from The Complete Sculptor. They're a company in New York. They may still be fulfilling mail orders at this point. I think their store is temporarily closed, but I think they're still, if you Google The Complete Sculptor, you'll be able to see everything they offer. So I'm going to give a quick demonstration. I'm going to mix up a small amount, but you need to mix up enough so that you have enough to make you've got a good mixture between the A and the B. I typically get 2 plastic knives because this stuff is different. It's very sticky, and when you mix it up, it ends up the consistency of very, very thick peanut butter. Again, it just stays where you put it. It's very easy to use. So I typically start with the hardener. It's just easier to get out of the tub. So I'll typically mix up this much. I get the 4-pound kit. I think it's a 4 or 5-pound kit. 4-pound kit, 2 pounds on each bucket. I'll put it on my pallet here, you can see, and then I will never use this again. It's now, you just don't want a chance contaminating the 2 buckets. Now I'll get an equal portion of the resin, which is a white looking material, and I'll put it on the pallet here. I got a little extra here. You don't have to be perfect, but I try to get it as equal as I can. And then as you can see, it's like really sticky stuff. You just start mixing it like you're I just go with like a palette knife. I use the plastic knife kind of like a palette knife, and I just scoop it up, mix it in, scoop it up, mix it in. And that's really all you got to do. I get a nice white mixture color compared to what it was originally, kind of a creamy color. And it is very thick, and it will not budge from wherever you put it. It is not going anywhere. And it's what I use to glue this piece to the base, these two front pieces to the base. It's what I use to glue the mast here to the base. I also modified the rope ladder, and I used tiny amounts of it to glue the bottom of the rope ladder back. I removed an inch of the rope ladder and moved it up. And the smallest amount of this stuff will hold so strong. So I'm going to use this to secure the rope ladder a little bit more. I'm going to get a toothpick, and I'm just going to show you quickly how much I'm going to use. Literally, you're going to feel like I'm wasting a lot of product, and I probably am, but I'm probably just going to need this much, and it's going to hold super strong. I've already tacked it with the liquid 5-minute epoxy, but I want a really strong, secure bond here. I'm going to clean this up. It's really forgiving. It smooths with water on your finger, just like Magic Smoot does. And it's hard to believe, but this little tiny bit of this stuff is going to hold like you would not believe. It's super strong, and again, I'll smooth that out with some water. But it dries semi-clear. You can then touch it up with some paint. Really good stuff. I'm going to tack the bottom of this as well. So again, Magic Smooth. This is a 4-pound kit. It lasts forever. It doesn't go bad. Highly recommended, and just wanted to share that with you all tonight as we're all sheltering in place and working on model kits. Thank you very much, and everybody be safe.
Oh, that was great. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah,
That's how we
it was
edit
awesome.
things around here. We pretend we watched it, and then it goes in.
Yeah.
Emails, corrections, and voicemails. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I know I didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, we have no voicemails, so you didn't make any mistakes because you weren't here, and you didn't leave us a voicemail. So that's great.
I didn't leave you one, right?
No, nope. So we have no voicemails, no
That would have
corrections.
been weird.
And we have
Call it in.
2 emails. You should call in. Call in yourself next time and
Call in
complain.
myself and give myself
Complain.
a hard time.
Yeah.
You suck.
You suck.
Where's Scott? We thought Scott was bad.
Yeah. So we have 2 emails. The first one is from Kurt Kraus. Hi guys, this is the first time I'm sending an email for the show. I've watched and this I got last week, so this was before the news of Scott taking a break came out. This is the first time I'm sending an email for the show. I've watched every show in its entirety, so one could say I'm a big fan. First of all, I'm sorry for having done that. Wait, have you done that? Have you?
Yeah,
Oh God.
Yeah.
How dumber did you feel afterwards? Like,
Well,
down.
yeah. It was.
All right.
It was rough. I mean,
Jason-
we have a limited time on this planet. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and why waste it with this? Which comes, Jason does a great job of hosting and getting it to look professional, and Scott brings his extensive knowledge of the hobby and his wacky sense of humor to the show. Hopefully, by the time this message airs, we'll know more about how Phil is doing. They say that no news is good news, but I have been terribly concerned, and I'm praying for a good outcome. He is one of the few hobbyists that I know that hasn't let the hobby get out ahead of him and has kept it in balance, unlike yours truly. He is certainly a key figure in the development of the Garage Kit hobby. Thanks for bringing a sense of community to YouTube, especially during the isolating days of the pandemic. Kurt Kraus. Thank you, Kurt, for that email. The update on Phil is this. I don't really have one. We do know that he made it out of surgery, and they are waiting on some results. I think those results are due here shortly. So we'll get those to you when we do. But yes, everyone, please keep praying for Phil. Crossing those fingers. And Phil, like a lot of people don't know, Phil had a lot to do in the beginning of the Garage Kid hobby and casting for George and making bases for people and doing some really cool stuff. So everybody should be pulling for Phil. He's a great guy, and wish him the best.
Yep.
So thanks for that email, Kurt. All right, next email. This is from Mike Ziamba. I don't know. DZ. You're the English guy. Maybe you can help me with this. DZIOMBA. DZIOMBA. He's probably screaming at the computer right now. You idiots.
I would go with. I would say
Zambia.
Ziamba.
There we go.
It's not BIA, it's BA, right?
Ziamba.
Ziamba, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Mike. We're going with Mike. How about that? Hello, Jason. I'm looking to purchase an airbrush specifically built for painting in the finer details. Any brand or model you would recommend? Might also be something you consider discussing on a future Model Club TV. Maybe even have a rep from Badger on the podcast. So, Mike, thanks, Mike, for sending that in. And I emailed some answers to him and some suggestions. But do you have an airbrush?
I have a couple.
What do you have? What do you use?
I'm not good at any of them.
No, I don't think anyone is at this point.
Yeah. I have one I haven't even taken out. I was supposed to, the year that Wonderfest got shut down, I was going to take a class from George with the Medusa, stylized Medusa. They were having a class on that, and I was going to take it, and the class didn't go, so they just mailed us all the stuff. So I haven't used that one yet, but it's a Badger. And the other one is a Neo. Who makes the Neo stuff? I can't remember off the top of my head. They're always at Iwata. It's an Iwata Neo. And that's the one I use the most, and it does what I need. I'm not really good at it, to be honest with you. It's more, I use them more for like bigger areas.
Neo is just. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah,
I have a gravity.
It's like it's the Iwata, like their entry level kind of. It's like a Badger 105, like their 150. Is it? I think it's 105.
This is where
this is where we do research on the fly. Well, Scott wouldn't even know any of this. He doesn't own an airbrush. So.
No, that's true. Yeah, but I'm better than I was, and it's really not too difficult to use them. But the fine detailing is another level. I just use it to cover wide surfaces and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I've mentioned on the show I've kind of gotten away from my airbrush a little bit and trying to do just more brush stuff, but it's definitely a tool everyone should have. And depending on what you want to do with it, kind of depends on what brush you want. Badger's a great American company if you want to stick with American stuff. The Patriot 105 is the one I was just talking about. And I think there's another one that's more of an entry level. But that's your just normal bells, like normal airbrush. Nothing fancy about it, just an airbrush. Kind of like the Neo for Iwata. And they're great. If you want to learn on something, those are the kind of ones you want to go for. And get it. And I would not opt for the canned air. Because I think when I first started, I was doing the canned air and it just gets so expensive. You might as well get a compressor. And when you go and you're shopping around for compressors, they range anywhere from like $100 to 300 something. So go ahead.
Even better than that is if you're doing like, because the Neo that I have, the Iwata one, I have their entry level compressor. I think it's like $50, and it's got three. It's got small, medium, large, or high, medium, and low power. And like I said, it's been fine for me because of my mediocre skills. So
that brush, it right now on Amazon, that Gravity Feed Dual Action Neo is $70. And
it wasn't expensive.
No. So when we're looking at compressors, you just said you use the Neo Air, which is like their entry level, and it looks like that's right now on Amazon is like $121. So couple that with the $70 airbrush, you're looking at about $200 for my Iwata. Badger probably has a deal similar. I think your best deal is kind of what you did is go if you go to Wonderfest, sign up for that Badger George class, get the airbrush, get the compressor with it, get that whatever they're giving away as a good start, and you get a kit to practice on.
Yeah.
I love my Iwatas. It's what I've used forever. I had originally, my first one was a Badger, and then I got a Badger Sotar, the Sotar 2020 I was using for a long time. And then I switched over to Iwata. And I keep seeing there's an airbrush company called Harder Steinbeck. And Engel Heraldez just got his own model airbrush that's specifically made for miniatures. So it does a lot finer detail. So if you want some super fine detail, you could also go the Iwata Micron, which is super expensive, but you're going to get hairline lines out of that. So airbrushes are finicky. It's always going to, it takes a lot to learning. Once you kind of get it down, it's second nature. But in my last video that I just did, the air hose broke or something gets clogged or something. It's just one of those, if you want to pick up and paint, there's a lot of, and I'm bad. Are you bad at cleaning your airbrush when you use it?
No, I clean it immediately. Seriously.
See, I'm an idiot. I will forget. I'll just, because the way my brain works, I'm just kind of and then mine's clean right now. And my brand new hose that I got.
In fact, I got this too. Every once in a while, a little jewelry digital.
Oh, see, I've been meaning to pick.
Top.
That's a great, show people that more because I've been thinking of getting one of those. Is it worth it?
Yeah, in fact,
it's an ultrasonic cleaner, right?
Ultrasonic cleaner, yeah. It was a Christmas gift from my in-laws. The only problem is I cleaned my Iwata in it, and just like I did with that one time with the resin stripper, remember?
Hold on, I gotta pause this. I just realized we've been on the wrong screen forever because I hit the W key. So people watching the show, it's been on the wheel screen, but we've been
the whole time.
No, just the last few minutes.
Oh, that's funny. But, yeah, that's typical.
Yeah,
we would expect nothing but the lowest of
quality.
Yeah,
lowest quality, and that's what I want. Jank. We are jank.
So anyhow, if I left it in there, and it actually, I don't know if you can see in there, it stripped the chrome off.
Yeah, that's happened to mine too, over time.
Yeah, but this was right after I took it out of the cleaner. I left it in the ultrasonic cleaner overnight. I cleaned it and I just left it. I went upstairs, and when I came down the next day, it was like that. So just
that's weird.
Put it in there, let it run. It didn't do it to the rest of the airbrush, just the thing. So put it in there, let it run, and then get it out right away.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
And then my other suggestion is go with the braided hose. They're going to last you a lot longer. But airbrush, the other thing I would suggest if you do is get one of these cleaning stations to spray into when you're cleaning it out. Instead of spraying it straight into the air, it saves you a lot of trouble later. But yeah, I would not go for the biggest, most expensive one first. Get a small Badger, small Iwata, and give it a try. See if you like it, even. If you don't, you can't get to Wonderfest to get that deal that they usually do.
And yeah, because the Wonderfest thing is awesome because you get, I think it's like $450 or $425 for the all-day Friday class. You get the airbrush, a compressor, and the kit. And the kit, like the one that I went to, the kit is a $350 kit. And now George had regrets after that. Like, I didn't realize it was going to be so expensive. Yeah. I was like, hey, but he said he was going to hold up his deal, and he did, of course, because that's George. But by the way, nicest man in modeling. At least I think so. I see you. Yeah, he's not going to come on again. You keep acting like that.
Oh no, he's coming on. He'll be back one day.
But the brushes that I use, I like them for what I use them for. You know what I mean? I don't do that fine shit like you do.
And I even like some people, there was a point in time where airbrush, it was like you had to have an airbrush to be a competent painter. And I don't think that's true. And I think a lot of people fall into that in garage kit land, is the airbrushes it's going to fix everything if I use an airbrush, that's not true. It's going to make things easier. It might make some things harder. You can do different things. I think it's something everyone should have, but don't rely on it. Like, don't use it like I'm going to airbrush every single thing, because then it looks airbrushed and you don't want that. It really has that kind of airbrushy look to it.
I think clothing, it makes clothing look better.
Yeah, especially like capes and things like that.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier to do, like, especially capes, because you get those highlights that need to be really subtle on a cape and not very brushy looking. But yeah, airbrushes are expensive. If you could spend a ton of money, or you could spend just a little bit and do okay. But I would definitely try something cheaper first, see if you like it, and then work your way up to something like the Micron that's more expensive. I've been always thinking about getting one of those, and I just never did.
Well, I'll tell you, if your people are questioning the airbrush versus not having the airbrush, just go into the channels on here and go to your other channel and watch how you painted Scott's King Kong.
Yeah,
because you did all that by hand, and that is.
I'll put a link over to that. I'll put a link to that video.
It was all. I've watched that 3 or 4 times because I have one because Scott made me one, and just to kind of get an idea of how to do it. And I'm sitting there, and all it does is piss me off because I'm like, I can't do what he's doing. I hate that son of a bitch.
Yes, you can. But thanks, Mike, for sending that in. I airbrush. I want to do more, and again, I'm going to be doing more how-to videos. I think too, is moving all that channel stuff over I've talked about. And maybe I might close that channel and move those videos there, but I kind of want to leave them there.
But you know who does great how-tos also is Brent.
Yeah, Brent does great. And Just Paint It, Jerry PF. Yep. So we'll put links to those other YouTube channels for airbrushes, and I'll put a link to Angles Geralda's his miniature airbrush. He used an airbrush to do miniatures, which to me is crazy, but he does it all the time. And his new one is specifically for that. But yeah, I hope that helped a little bit. I wouldn't go super expensive on a compressor right away. That's the thing that's going to eat the most money. Automatic shutoff is great, so it's not constantly running, so that when you push the trigger, the air starts. I like that because I had one for a long time, a Badger compressor that didn't have that, and it just constantly runs, and you're just like, ugh. But now that I have the one that automatically shuts off, it's better.
The Neo Air one I have has a 10-minute run limit.
Okay.
So once you can go in 10 minutes, it cuts off to cool off a little bit, and then like I said, it's entry level. And the question for you, dude, white airbrush. Have you ever had any luck putting white paint through an airbrush?
White is notoriously, and we could white is notoriously one of the worst paints, period, for anything when it comes to acrylic paint. Outside of a spray can, it is hard. White, you get it either ends up chalky, clogging. It's hard to find the right, even with water, sometimes it doesn't do well. This Style Rens from Badger airbrushes really, really well as a white primer. You could use it as like regular paint if you wanted a white something. But it's hard depending on if you buy, actually the best white that I've found in a while is from is the Pro Acryl from Monument Hobbies. This white is really, really nice. It doesn't seem to chunk up. Games Workshop white is terrible. Their Corex.
I thin Tamiya down, and that it doesn't matter how thin I make it, it clogs.
Yeah, well, Tamiya, you're using their thinner, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
So like even this white, like I don't know if anybody can see this. Their white Scar and their Corex white, they just chunk up so bad. But that Monument Hobbies white is great. Army Painters white is pretty good. Vallejo's white is pretty good. Their spray white is awesome too.
Have you ever tried? Yeah. What about like Wicked Color? I have Wicked Colors, and I can't get this, and it says it's airbrush paint. This stuff, it's like glue.
I would thin it down a lot more than even if it's already airbrush. I would thin it even more. The Model Air from Vallejo is really nice as well. It sprays pretty good.
That clogged for me too. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it does. Vallejo does. It's weird. Try that Monument Hobbies mixed up, but even maybe pick up a bottle of this and give it a try.
I will.
And just use it as a white. because you can.
Yeah.
It's not like that big a deal. But I think that's the
I don't
show,
know.
man.
Excellent, my bud.
We did it.
We did.
We did
Scottless.
it. Scottless. So next episode is going to kind of be our Christmas one, and we'll have you back if you're willing to do it.
Of course.
You can
Unless Scott comes back in that
unless
point.
Scott comes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks. Email the show, modelclubtv@gmail.com. And the button should be popping up there, modelclubtv@gmail.com. Send us an email. Tell us what you thought of this episode. If you want to leave us a voicemail like Brian usually does, the phone number is 708-816-4299. Also get on the Discord and join up with us over there on Saturday nights. I think I'm going to be there tonight. So,
I might be. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it
with
goes.
the dog home from college, we're thinking about watching
Hanging
a
out.
movie tonight.
Cool.
So.
That sounds like a plan. But yeah, and again, you don't need us to be there. Join up, post pictures. I haven't been able to be on there as much as I like lately, but I'm trying, and it's been a weird.
Dude, it's fun. It really is. It's fun. It really is. Like just talking to people that, and I said that in the last phone call I think that I made. It.
Yeah.
You know, Brent and Paul gets on there. Jesse was on there once. Mark was on there once, maybe twice. I've pretty much been on almost every time except once or twice. So,
Yeah.
It's been a lot of. It really has been a lot of fun, and we just sometimes people just talking. Sometimes people are like the one time you came on, people were building and talking. There was no one was talking. We were just building. So it just depends on the group. So
yeah, no,
it's a lot of fun.
I'm happy the way that's turning out. So, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart coming on. I really appreciate it, stepping up, and you've been a great asset to the show since we met you, and I really mean that. I like having you around. So thanks, and we'll see you next episode 61, Christmas time. Leave those comments below for the giveaways. It is Hutch for the signature, for the Barlow piece, not Barlow.
Yeah.
Well, it's Barlow, but it's the kid.
Autograph.
Oh my God,
Mark.
My brain sucks, everybody.
We've only been at this for 2 hours and you're already fried.
I know. I'm already fried. So leave that for the giveaway for that. And the dinosaurs. Tell us your favorite dinosaur, and we'll get you in for the dinosaurs.
What's a dinosaur?
Dinosaurs. It's Chicago. Dinosaurs.
That's the Chicago way.
Dinosaurs. All right, man. Thanks. We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.
All right, buddy.
Hold, please.
Oh God, pull your shirt down, bud. Ugh. Oh, you couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me,
No, I
could
couldn't
you?
hear you.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
don't nothing. Don't delete that out
My
though.
butt
Just keep
crack?
it. Something like that.
Yep.
I don't know. Are you allowed to have that as a teacher?
No, I'll
Crack
edit it out.
kills, buddy.
Nice. There we go. Okay.